Good morning, everybody. It's Rick Thomas from Obsolete Video Services. Hey, guys. Anyways, I wanted to do a video on this because I've been getting a lot of emails about this, and this might clarify a lot of the things you guys are seeing on my YouTube page, where they come from, all kinds of things. So let's go through this real quick. All right. As you know, I'm working with 5, 6 different softwares to clean up some previous videos that I have. And I'll tell you, man, this softwares I'm using are just dropping out all this crap. They look so much better. I do use several softwares. It's not the type of software you use. A lot of this stuff is done manual. Like, I'll manually remove glitches and scratches, and that takes a lot of time on these. So I can't go into that process right now. It's just too elongated. But a lot of the crap that's on these videos, you have to take out manual. There isn't really a software that just wipes them out. I mean, you have to manually pick the points and on various videos, and if they're really bad, and the computer will actually remove them. It's sort of like a manual type of thing. But other clarifications on the softwares you can do that will do the job as well. But when it comes to dropouts and big scratches, a lot of that has to be done manual. It's not an easy thing to just take out. I just wanted to point that out. And I hope you guys are enjoying some of the 70s. Some of the stuff I'm redoing, so bear with me. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to be deleting from my YouTube page. So, because I'm getting so much higher quality from these old recordings now, due to the fact I'm taking it in state-of-the-art software to remaster them. And it's doing a really fantastic job on some of these tapes that look really bad. I mean, you would even believe how bad. So, speaking of videotapes, all right, the stuff from the 1970s you guys are watching, which is from various collections. I get collections from all over the place. A lot of that stuff comes from Los Angeles. I've got collections from Chicago. I have collections from Philadelphia. When people back in the 70s used to record, especially stuff that's early 1970s, 67 through like 73, was done on EIAJ, skip field, and non-standard half-inch tape machines. This is half-inch tape. This is the type of reels that was used on those machines. The problem with the tape is these are very sticky, and this tape formula or tape stock is very flaky. It's very flaky. It's very rough and creates lots of dropouts when you try playing these back, because it's a very primitive video recorder. It was not designed for high quality, okay? These were designed with cameras for like schools, dealerships, stuff like that. People back then who were able to afford these machines. But then people got smart and realized they were able to record television with these and started recording TV, which actually became the first VCRs, if you want to put it in perspective. Now, this is 1967 through 73, 74, 73, 74, three-quarter-matic broadcast tape recorders came around. And so this is pre-Beta Max, pre-VHS. So this is all they had to use. Some of these decks were all black and white, and some were color and black and white, which was very few of those. But mainly they were black and white from 67 up to about 1970. But these tapes are very glitchy. They have dropouts and all kinds of crap in them because the tape stock is really bad on these guys. So I had massive collections of people who used them as like VCRs, recorded early TV stuff. Case in point, made lots of video files. So now I'm able to take those high-res files into software and clean up the crap, drop out the glitches and noise and scratches, and sharpen them up and remaster them so they're way more pleasant to view on flat screen TVs. You can't tell that much. When you see what I'm posting, if you see the before and after, sometimes I'll show you samples. But when you see it on a flat screen TV, the before and after, believe me, you would be going, what the hell? And then when you play it back after it's restored, the definition and everything's brought back, noise is dropped out, glitches, scratches, all kinds of stuff. It is important to do this. This is history. from the early 70s. I mean, there's very few people who have as many recordings as I have from the early 70s. So I'm trying to restore as much as I can. I am going to be deleting a lot from my page that's been, that I've done previously. There ain't nothing near what I can do now. I mean, we have gone into over a couple $1 million or more in video equipment and state-of-the-art software, computer works and everything else. So we're set up as a restoration museum. So we can do a hell of a lot more now than I've ever been able to do. We are at the top of the line of every tool to restore these vintage videos from the 1970s, 73, 67, the earlier stuff. I've had these videos in high resolution files for a while, but now we're able to actually clean them up and fix them. And to a level that I was never able to do before. I mean, the AI stuff has come a long, long way. And now you're able to remaster these crappy videos and make them really look like they were recorded yesterday. So that's what we're doing now. But to answer your question, these are reel-to-reel videotapes. This is where you're going to see most of all this early 67 through 73 stuff. This is pre-Betamax, pre-VHS, okay? They didn't have a Betamax back in 67 through 73 going into 74. So a lot of these machines were black and white, and very few were color. The answer why some of them were all in black and white is because if they didn't have a color machine, it's not going to be in color, okay? And on top of it, guys, these tapes are extremely flaky, all right? This was a very primitive type of tape stock. Before they perfected it when they made VHS and Beta, it was a much more defined glue binder and material that they use, and the quality of the tape stock was way more better than these. But this was like a reel-to-reel type of tape stock, and it gets very flaky, dropouts like crazy, depending how the audio was, if they even knew what they were doing. Video levels are just crap on these. Most people didn't even set video levels when they recorded TV. So you're fighting 100 different battles. But we're able to fix an awful lot of these problems. Now we're using state-of-the-art software. So I hope that explains to you guys about the early 1967 through about 73 videos that you're seeing me post. We're trying to fix a lot of stuff, so you may see something you saw before, so don't go bitching about it, but you'll actually see something that's in much higher quality than anything I've ever posted before. So I hope you guys enjoy this video.